Good morning. I'm going to call to order this meeting of the Monroe County Board of Commissioners. It is Thursday, July 24th. I will note for the record that both Commissioner Madeira and myself, Commissioner Thomas, are present here in the Nat U Hill Room. Commissioner Jones is not in attendance today. And we'll begin with our public statements. We, the Monroe County Board of Commissioners, renew our commitment to welcome and protect the rights of all people, regardless of age, race, color, creed, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, marital status, economic status, and national origin. And we affirm the right of every person to live peacefully and without fear. And we will fight and resist at every step discrimination and harmful policies, whatever their source. We believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We also stand in support of our county public school systems, both RBB and MCCSC. And with that, we will begin with a modification to our agenda. I'm going to move that we add agenda item J to our agenda, which is an interlocal cooperation agreement between the City of Bloomington and Monroe County regarding Building Code Authority extension, which will run retroactively to January 1st, 2025 through April 30th of 2026. That's my motion.
I second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor of adding the agenda item signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. All right, did I miss anything else? I think we're good. All right, so we'll go on to department updates and see if I missed anything else in the process here. We'll begin with the Health Department.
Good morning, Commissioners. As of July 22nd, emergency department visits for COVID-like illness and wastewater concentrations have increased, but levels across the state are still lower compared to increases that we were seeing back in February and March of this year. We are seeing an increase in tick-borne illnesses to investigate. The Monroe County Tick Reporting web app allows the public to report where ticks have been found and displays ticks reported in the county on an interactive map. A link to the web app can be found on our website under General Environmental. And our public health clinic, as always, has vaccines available. You can call 812-353-3244 for an appointment.
All right, thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I do not. Thank you so much.
I like the idea of tick reporting, and I will note my yard every day from February until December. Anyway, yes, good idea, and I think it's helpful for folks to know what's out there and to be safe. So thank you for that. All right, let's see if there's any other departments who wish to offer an update today. You may come to the podium in Nat U Hill or raise your hand on Teams. All right, seeing none, we'll move on to public comment. This item on our agenda is reserved for public comment on items that are not elsewhere on our agenda. We ask each commenter to limit their time to 3 minutes per speaker. And we ask that you please provide your name and county of residence. Raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, we'll move on to our next agenda item, please.
Yes, I would like to move approval of the minutes from July 17th, 2025.
Second, we have a motion and we have a second. Any comments, corrections, or edits?
Nope, I have none.
I did not either. All those in favor of approving the minutes for July 17th, 2025 signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. We'll now move on to the next agenda item, please.
I would like to move approval of the claims docket for accounts payable from July 24th, 2025, and for payroll from July 25th, 2025.
I will second that. And with that, we will turn to Ms. Moser from the Auditor's Office. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. The accounts payable claims docket for July 24th, 2025 totals $2,790,631.91. This includes all emergency claims and adjustments. The payroll docket for July 25th, 2025 includes $1,621,141.75 in direct costs, and the remaining $851,363.46 were for indirect costs, for a grand total of $2,472,505.21.
All right, thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I have none. Thank you so much.
I'm going to make a motion to remove 2 items from the claims docket. Both are in the Aviation Department and posted July 24th, 2025. Dates, the first is under office supplies, Amazon Capital Services, and the second is under repairs equipment vehicle for Amazon Capital Services. The first item is $158.33, and the second one is $129 for a total of, that total's wrong.
Hi, so there are 2 items within the office supplies line that total $158.33, but the recommendation was only to remove 1 item within that invoice for $36.99. So if you add the $36.99 and $129,
all right, thank you so much. $36.99 out of that line item for office supplies. The other is $129 for a total of $165.99, which changes our total accounts payable claim to $2,790,465.92. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make that motion.
I second.
Okay. We have a motion and we have a second. First, I'll take public comment on the motion to amend. Seeing none, all those in favor of amending the claims docket signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The amendment carries, and now we will take public comment on the claims docket and the payroll docket. You may raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, all those in favor of approving the claims docket, the amended accounts payable docket for July 24th, 2025, and the payroll claims for July 25th, 2025, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. I will note for the record that we have received reports from the treasurer for June 2025 and weights and measures for the period of June 16th to July 15th, 2025. And with that, we will move on to new business, please.
I would like to move approval for Integra Realty Resources Valuation Services Agreement, Fund Name Reassessment, Fund Number 1224 in the amount of $9,800.
I will second that, and we have Assessor Sharp joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much. This is, I have to have another appraisal done. I think you're familiar with the reason we do this now. When it goes to the state, if I don't have an appraisal, basically the state won't look at it and favorably if I don't. So this is David Hall, once again, with Integrity Tax. We'll be doing this appraisal for us. And how much did you say, 9,000 something?
It is listed as $9,800, phase one, $5,900, phase two, $3,900.
Thank you. The reason I ask, I don't have my glasses. I left them downstairs.
That's okay.
It's really hard to read.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yes, that's exactly
correct.
what it
Okay.
is. Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I do not. These are very important services, and thank you very much for advancing them.
welcome.
Appreciate
we
your
did.
hard work, given the circumstances.
I
Hang in
understand.
there.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, all those in favor of approving the Integra Realty Resources Valuation Services Agreement signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Commissioners.
Appreciate you. All right, we'll move on to the next item, please.
All right, I would like to move approval for the IU Health Bloomington Memorandum of Understanding.
I will second that. Ms. Kelly, tell us all about it, please.
Yes, so we are just continuing to update our agreements with various facilities and organization across the county to be able to have locations in the event that we need a mass countermeasure dispensing clinic site. So this is an agreement with IU Health Bloomington that in the event of a disaster within 3 hours, we would be provided with facilities and equipment to fulfill that request if they have that available.
All right, thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I do not. These are critical services, as we learned all too recently, and it's important to have these measures in place in case they become necessary. Thank you so much.
I'm really grateful that you have the foresight to make sure that we're ready. I hope we never need it. I'll just leave it at that. Thank you for that. So let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the IU Health Bloomington MOU signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
I would like to move approval of the Strausser Construction Company Incorporated Change Order Number 1 for the Flatwoods Park Project. Fund names County General and Parks Non-Reverting. Fund numbers 1,000, 1178, and 1179 in the amount not to exceed $7,875.
I will second that. And we have our Parks and Recreation Director, Ms. Whitmer, joining us. Good morning.
Good morning. Bobby from Building believes that I made a math error.
Oh, and I didn't see it. So let's.
I don't have my calculator, so I'm relying on Bobby that the contract will be increased to $457,875. I think I have 458,075.
Oh, on the total. I
On the
didn't look at
total.
that. But the change order number is correct.
Correct.
Okay,
I-
that's all. Yep.
I believe so.
Gotcha. Thank you. Yes. You're right. It is,
$7,875 is the change order to increase.
right.
And the Parks Department would be paying for that change order. It's
Right.
necessary items like a PVC drain pipe. We had a basketball goal problem, and we also needed additional topsoil grading around the basketball pickleball court so you do not fall off the court and sprain your ankle.
Lovely. Thank you, Mr. LaRue. So the total of the contract is now going to be $457,875.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. All right, comments or questions?
I do not. Very critical change. Thank you.
And we're asking for the substantial completion date moved from July 31st, 2025 to December 1st, 2025, because this is a prefab restroom. It's being made in Ohio, and we're in a production lines, and they have not delivered it yet. So we're at the mercy of being in line
Right.
for
And
everyone.
that is the critical change I was referring to.
Yes.
Okay. So both the change order and monetary value, and then also the completion date change from July 31st to December 1st.
Yes, substantial completion date.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Anything else? Oh, okay. Any public comment on this item? We're very excited about this part, by the way, so thank you for working on that. I don't see any public comment, so we'll come back to the board. All those in favor of approving the Strasser Construction Company, Inc. change order number 1 for Flatwoods Park project, including the substantial completion date change, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0.
I do have a question.
Yes.
For maybe the council. On Exhibit B, which I don't have it right there, Exhibit B might have the wrong number in it also, the total. Okay, I don't know if you... Okay, you ponder that. Thank you.
We're good. Thank you. All right, next item, please.
I would like to move approval for Building Associates change order number 7 for Proactive MD Clinic at Showers Building. Fund name 2022 GeoBond, fund number 4815 in the amount of $2,546.47.
I will second that. Mr. Kreider, you've been so busy over at the Showers Building.
Good morning, Commissioners. Richard Kreider, Monroe County Building and Fleet. I have a few items for the new employee health clinic. This request is to accept the proposal submitted by Building Associates, Inc. in the amount of $2,546.47 to install countertop workstations in Suite 109 that is undergoing renovation from office space to employee health clinic. This is in what we're calling the nurses station. The original plan called for loose furniture, and we want to do something built in.
Got it. Makes sense. Comments or questions? Commissioner Maduro?
Nope, I can't wait. This is going to be a great facility for our employees.
It will be. It's really a good change. Okay. Any public comment on this item? You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the Building Associates change order number 7 for Proactive MD Clinic at Showers Building signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Next item, please.
I would like to move approval Matrix Integration Service Agreement for new data drops for Suite 109 at the Showers Building. Fund number 2022 GeoBond, fund number 4815 in the amount of $5,937.50.
Okay, thank you so much. I will second that. And Mr. Kreider.
All right, the new clinic needs internet. This request is to accept the proposal submitted by Matrix Integration in the amount of $5,937.50 to install 17 new data drops and patch a panel from the server room to Suite 109, which is undergoing a renovation from office space to employee health clinic.
Excellent. Comments or questions, Commissioner Maduro?
No.
I don't either. It's all part of doing business.
Yep.
Thank you. Any public comment on this item? You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, all those in favor of approving the Matrix Integration Service Agreement for new data drops for Suite 109 at the Showers Building signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Next item, please.
I would like to move approval for Spring Point Architects contract extension for the renovation of Suite 109 at the Showers Building. Fund name 2022 GeoBonds, fund number 4815 in an amount not to exceed $2,750. Sorry.
I will second that. Mr. Kreider.
So the original Spring Point proposal was for just receiving 3 quotes for the job, but I thought the number was going to come back near that we would have to put it out to public bid, so we went ahead and went that route. There's a few more steps involved. It takes a little longer. This request is to accept the proposal submitted by Spring Point Architects in the amount not to exceed $2,750 to extend professional services during the renovation of Suite 109 from office space to employee health clinic.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions? Commissioner Madeira?
I don't have any, thank you.
I don't either. Makes sense. All right. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. All right, seeing none, all those in favor of approving the Spring Point Architects contract extension for renovation of Suite 109 at the Showers Building signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Next item.
I would like to move approval for Indianapolis Crime Scene Service, LLC, doing business as Buy One Indianapolis for hazardous materials removal at the Thompson property. Fund name Cumulative Capital, fund number 1138, in an amount not to exceed $35,000.
I will second that. Mr. Carter.
This is for a cleanup at the Thompson property. We've been using Bio1 for a few years now for these types of situations. This request is to accept the proposal submitted by Bio1 Indianapolis in an amount not to exceed $35,000 for removal and proper disposal of hazardous materials and general garbage. The estimated cleanup time is 7 to 10 days at $3,500 per day.
Thank you so much. Comments or questions, Commissioner Madeira?
No, just an important task and one that needs to be done. Thank you very much for arranging that.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Kreider. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the agreement with Indianapolis Crime Scene Service, LLC, doing business as Bio One Indianapolis for hazardous materials removal at Thompson property, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Next item, please.
I would like to move approval for Specialty Engineering Group Professional Services for the Showers Building, fund name 2022 GeoBond, fund number 4815, in an amount of $21,600.
I will second that. Mr. Kreider.
Recently, the storm drain on the north end of the Showers Building became overwhelmed and water made its way right into the entrance. We need some engineering assistance to collect that and redistribute it. This request is to accept the proposal submitted by Specialty Engineering Group, LLC, in the amount of $21,600 to provide professional hardscape design and consulting services to prohibit stormwater from entering the main entrance and east side of the Showers Building.
Thank you so much. Comments, questions, Commissioner Madeira?
I think we're all overwhelmed from stormwater entering a little bit at this point. Very, very, very important to prevent further damage. Thank you.
The actual construction of whatever design that they recommend will be part of that whole rebuild project in that parking lot, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and I know one of the issues we have is there's a billion utilities under that parking lot.
Yep, there sure is.
I didn't realize how many utilities we had.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for arranging this. I think this is a good first step in that project and probably one of the most important ones. Yeah.
Yes, it sure is.
Yeah, thank you for that. All right, let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the Specialty Engineering Group Professional Services Agreement for Showers Building signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
I would like to move approval for Resolution 2025-32, establishing the Monroe County Nature Preserve.
I will second that. Mr. Rowdy.
Yes, as the board is aware, we recently received a very generous donation from the Nancy Huntington Trust of 409 acres on the east side of the county. It's bordered by Smith Road, Morris Pike, and State Road 446. This resolution is both to thank Ms. Huntington as well as her family for this generous donation, as well as to name the property the Monroe County Nature Preserve.
Okay, thank you so much. There was a robust discussion at the Historic Preservation Board of Review meeting on Monday night. While they were a little peeved, I guess is a good word for it, that they didn't have notice, we certainly got them this information as soon as we had it, because there's an issue with public release of this information. And they did not meet in June because they didn't have quorum. Not our fault. But what we agreed to at that meeting, and I'm perfectly fine with that, is that further information may be added to this name if there is a key archaeological significance that's found. They're going to look at the long history of this property. But I will again, this is such a gift to Monroe County, to our residents today, to residents in the future. This gift of land is huge. I mean, it's huge in terms of acreage, but the thoughtfulness about that is really impressive. And Ms. Roddy has been so good about meeting with the attorneys regarding the trust and getting all of this done. And I know it's taken a lot more work than it looks like on this simple resolution. And so I want to thank you and thank everyone in the legal department. A huge thanks to Ms. Whitmer, who's been just doing an amazing job. Parks Board, your staff, it's just been phenomenal. Anything you want?
No, just very generous, and it's kind of symbolic that it's in the heart of our community on the east side. So in a very unique location where we're actually kind of in the heart of commerce, in the heart of where we've been building a lot of people who will use this to recreate. Yeah. And so, yes, I think it's a really special addition. Thank you.
Yeah, and as the board pointed out, the Historic Preservation Board of Review pointed out on Monday, this is really a long-standing active farm, and in a sense, that's also of historical import here, but it's not something that can continue. Ms. Whitmer, would you like to say anything?
Could you repeat that, Julie?
Would you like to say anything?
Oh, I would love to say something.
Okay, good.
Our staff is so excited about this project. We hope to have guided nature activities with our naturalists next year. And the reason why is it's still being farmed, so we can't open up to the public because there's farm equipment and such. But we will do, if some maybe tours for the public that would like to see. Our goal is to get grass trails up and going in the year 2027. That means we have to put them in 2026 so we can grow some grass. So we're very excited. We have to have a staging area. Our park staff has already been discussing what they can do to save money. We believe with engineering and planning's help and building's help, we can do a lot of the site design ourselves. We can get the entrance off of Night Ridge by our own staff as long as we have the proper equipment. So once we do that, we will be growing grass and trails. It'll be, I don't even know how many miles yet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It'll be fantastic for the trail runners or bicyclists.
It's such a beautiful piece of property.
And I do want to say, we want to be the best neighbors.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the neighborhoods around there. We want to be good neighbors. I don't want them to think that anything that we're going to do is to disturb their life or their property. On the contrary, they come to us, they can come to our park, they can exercise, walk, hike, and go back to their home. We will not be disturbing anyone.
Yeah, yeah. And the focus on nature preserve is part of that, right? It's having the bird watching and the trail walking, and there will be some recreational aspects to the property other than that in the future.
It'll be low impact, something like
Yes.
Flatwoods Park, a shelter, a trailhead, a drinking fountain, picnic tables, very low key. But we have to remember is that after we're done farming, which is in months, we're going to be planting trees, hundreds of trees, thousands of trees. We're working with Purdue University to calculate and figure out how to do all this. So fortunately, unfortunately, we love farming, but we can't, due to the judge's decree and the trust, is we're going to make a forest instead.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you again.
I'm going to just stay up here in case Justin wants to say something.
Did you have anything you'd like to add, sir?
Not on this matter, but when we're done with this, if we could revisit a previous issue, Ms. Whitmer and I, with Mr. LaRue's help, found our $200 error, and would probably like to correct that when it was the appropriate time while Ms. Whitmer was still here.
Okay. We'll get to that next. How about that? So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right. Thank you. All right. Any public comment on this item? Mr. Myers from Planning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm here on behalf of the Historic Preservation Board of Review. They did draft a letter for you all, and I emailed that to you this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and read it for the record, if you don't mind.
Please.
I can also share my screen, which is nice. All right. So on July 21st, the Monroe County Historic Preservation Board of Review met at its regularly scheduled monthly meeting to discuss the donated property at 1550 South State Road 446. We appreciate the opportunity to work with the various county departments involved in this exciting new venture. While there are many possibilities to discuss regarding this generous donation, one topic that arose was the naming of this new park entity. Considering the rich history of Monroe County, our board deeply appreciates all opportunities to recommend appropriate names for entities in our community. Generally, it takes us 1 to 2 regular monthly meetings to research, brainstorm, and narrow recommendations, but we recognize the urgency to give a working title to the park parcels in order to ensure that the public understands its intended design and use. The Historic Preservation Board supports the name Monroe County Nature Preserve. We would like to recognize that future research and findings may uncover details worthy of naming consideration, and we look forward to continuing our work with county departments on this project and appreciate all opportunities to contribute to naming, interpretive signage, and any other projects for which our expertise enriches the experience of the public while showcasing the history of Monroe County and its people. Respectfully, Devin Blankenship, member and past chair of the Monroe County Preservation Board of Review.
Right. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for presenting that. And again, big thanks to our Historic Preservation Board of Review. And absolutely, they are going to be helpful in managing some of the signage issues and things like that. So that's a good collaboration. We appreciate the board. All right. Any other public comment for this item? Raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving Resolution 2025-32 signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. So I'm going to go ahead and move to reopen item C. Strausser Construction Company, Inc., change order number 1 for Flatwoods Park project. I'm going to let you all tell me what's changed on it.
I second that motion.
Thank you.
We found the math error. It's actually on the executive summary in the agenda, but with Mr. Rade's paper and all the exhibits are all correct, but which means that you passed the wrong amount. The change order is $7,875, which you had correct, and it does put on Exhibit B is correct. It actually puts it at $458,075. So the amount that you talked about, the 457,875.
So you didn't start with 450. is
I
what?
did.
Yeah, okay.
And it is the correct
Do we-
amount in
Do
the
we need
exhibit.
to actually have that change, because it's really not, we approved the change order for $7,875.
We just wanted to make it clear that the original contract amount was actually $450,200,
Yeah.
which is where that came
Yeah,
in.
okay.
So again, the change order is the same amount.
Yeah.
It was just the original contract amount was $200 different.
Okay.
And we just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Okay, okay. Do we need to re-vote on that? No. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're good. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're good.
And Bobby did read this, so I give him kudos.
All right. Let's see. Oh, next item, please, which is this one, item J.
Yep. I would like to move approval of an extension of the interlocal cooperation agreement between the City of Bloomington and Monroe County, Indiana regarding the Building Code Authority extension from January 1st, 2025 through April 30th, 2026.
I will second that. Mr. Schilling, good morning.
Thank you very much, Dave Schilling from the Legal Department, and thank you for putting this on the agenda at the last minute. This is just the extension of our existing building code interlocal with the City of Bloomington, retroactive from July 1 through April 30th of next year. And I think it's essentially the same as same agreement that we've always had, except this year we've designated 4 meeting dates between the city and the county to discuss any issues that might be coming up. And recent legislation affecting the permitting process is going to require a lot of discussion and working with our software vendors. So we think these additional meetings will.
Right.
And I have this in the form of Resolution 2533. And that resolution resolves to approve the extension of the interlocal and authorize the president of the commissioners to sign the agreement on behalf of the county.
Okay, thank you. So I will go ahead and just announce that this is a modification of the motion to ensure that in the record it reflects that this is Resolution 2025-33. Correct? Okay, thank you. All right, any comments or questions? Commissioner?
Nope, this is critical, and I'm happy to go ahead and authorize this.
Yeah, this is something that happens behind the scenes. Obviously, our building department knows about it, and others in county know about it. But it's one of the many agreements we have with the City of Bloomington, and in this case, it's something that protects the health and safety of the entire community. So. Appreciate the work that's gone into this, and I do recognize that the legislature threw some curveballs that made this necessary. So appreciate the work on it. Let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium. Seeing none, all those in favor of Resolution 2025-33 signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We do not have a work session today. Okay. All right. So we don't have any appointments today. I have a few announcements. I will be quick. The Board of Commissioners is not meeting on the 31st of July. Our next meeting is August 7th. In the meantime, Monroe County Veterans Affairs Office is hosting a veterans-only event called Stand Down, and this event assists veterans with housing, employment, healthcare, and other support mechanisms available to them. It is going to be held at the Monroe County Convention Center on Wednesday, August 20th, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can call the Veterans Affairs Office at 812-349-2537 for further information. Bloomington Foundation is managing the Rural Housing Repair Program. So please contact your township trustee if you live outside the City of Bloomington and have necessary repairs that you cannot afford to make on your home. These are for owner-occupied dwellings. We encourage folks to sign up for the Monroe County notification system, the resident alert system. Go to co.monroe.in.us and click on the megaphone and fill out the information. While you're there, you can check out the calendar where you will see that we commissioners hold 6 office hours via Teams each month, and those appear on the calendar. Just log on and join the conversation. Share your ideas, your concerns. We look forward to hearing from you. The next blood drive, this is held at Ivy Tech, 200 Daniels Way, will be Monday, August 11th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Tuesday, August 12th, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Ivy Tech, C130A and B is the location at Ivy Tech, and you can make an appointment at redcross.org. Am I missing anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and by the time we meet, school will be in session. The local public schools will be in session, so we just remind everybody to please drive carefully. There are kids on those buses, and they're precious. So, all right. Anything else for the good of the order? Ms. Purdy, Mr. Roddy? No? All right. Thank you all, and we are adjourned.